Welcome to ORPtv. I'm Craig Stagner, and this is the race week ending March 24th, 2018. This is our first show, so there's going to be some bumps along the way. I hope you'll just stick with us. We're going to try to make this thing the best that we can. This is a new thing that we're doing here for ORPtv, taking on the results from all the racing across the Ozarks. First off, we want to start off by thanking our sponsors. We're here in the Rad Auto Lifts studio. Rad Auto Lifts. If you're going to have your car parked in the garage and you need it up on a lift, Rad Auto Lifts, American-made products, fantastic. You want to give Rad Auto Lifts a look. Also want to thank Schaefer Motors in Marshfield. D&D Concrete, anything you need done concrete, done a lot of work at the Ozark Raceway Park. You got to be familiar with their work. D&D Concrete, contact Brent Deputy. Discount Smokes and Liquor, outstanding store in Nixon, Missouri. They have quality wine, tobacco, beer, all kinds of good things to drink, and all kinds of fine cigars and tobaccos. Great sponsor. J&K Auto Repair. We want to thank them for being on board. R&R Tire Express on South Campbell at Plainview. We were out there a few weeks ago doing an interview with Ryan Martin from Street Outlaws. Had an opportunity to meet the crew there at R&R. Fantastic people. That place was packed. A lot of great deals they had there. I'm definitely, my next set of tires and wheels are going to be coming from R&R Tire Express. QTS Quality Truck Sales and QDS Quality Detail Services in Stratford, Missouri. Now they deal primarily with big trucks, your semis, 18-wheeler type things. Great people. If you're a truck driver or have in charge of something to do with trucks, you want to talk to them at QTS and QDS in Stratford. And also PLC, Precision Lawn Care. One of the Ozark Raceway Park racers, Darren Mixon. That is the place that he has, him and his dad, Precision Lawn Care. You can check out all these sponsors. We have links to them on our page at ORPtv right here on Facebook. So we're going to start the show off. It's ORPtv. If it's racing, it's on ORPtv. We're going to start things off tonight with AMA. Supercross was in Indianapolis this week at the Lucas Oil Stadium. This was a particularly tough track, it seemed. The 250 main, Jeremy Martin had the whole shot win, came out on top. A Missouri rider, Austin Faulkner, is currently second in points overall. He finished ahead of Osborne, who finished seventh in the main and is the points leader. So he made a little progress there on the season points for the 250 class. In the 450 main, Marvin Muskin put on an absolute clinic. It was a whipping. So much so, it was the second largest margin of victory since they've been keeping track of the victory margin. I believe it was 29 seconds on about a 1 minute track, so half lap ahead of second place. Matter of fact, it was the second biggest margin of victory over second place since that's been done. The largest ever was back in 2006 at Daytona. That was the GOAT, Ricky Carmichael, who had a 33-second win. Just absolutely annihilated the field. Marvin Muskin, though, the whole shot win. What that tells you, the 250 and 450 main, both whole shot wins. That's how tough the track was last night, was that once you got the whole shot, there might have been a pile up behind you, which there actually was during the 450 main, which the points leader, Jason Anderson, he hasn't had a whole shot all year. He's not good on starts, and last night it cost him. He was in mid-pack, mid to back 2/3 of the pack on the whole shot. Subsequently, he got caught up in the blocks was tied up, was in last place to start. Marvin Muskin's checked out. He's 20 seconds out already at that point. Anderson, points leader, had a 42-point lead going into the race. Well, he's 21st last night, so that's half his points lead. It's just 1 point per rider. He blazed through the field, ended up 4th last night, actually. So Marvin Muskin on the KTM, the whole shot win. Anderson with his Husqvarna finished 4th. Now he is still your points leader. Couple more Missouri riders. 8th place, Benny Bloss on the KTM finished 8th last night. Vince Freezy from Cape Girardeau on his Honda, 13th place. Those two guys are finishing in the mains every week. Every week it seems that they make it all the way to the mains. Really doing a great job. Last night, you might have noticed that Bradley Taft from Nixa, Missouri did not make it into the night racing. He had been doing really well in the 250s and had moved up to the 450. And for people, maybe if you're unfamiliar with the AMA, the 250 used to be the 125s on a 2-stroke. Now they're 4-stroke, so it's a 250. They used to even be called the lights. What used to be 250 is now 450. All the bikes are running 4-stroke 450s. Over the last few years, we've brought back KTM and Husqvarna that were just absolutely gone 15, 20 years ago. You just never saw them. They are dominant bikes again. And it's kind of Yamaha and Suzuki and even Kawasaki to a bit that's fallen off the pace there. KTM is just absolutely killing it in Supercross. Well, Bradley Taft moved up to the 450 class last week, had a concussion, set out the LCQ with on the concussion protocol. So I'm not sure if there was still some lingering effects. I'm not actually sure if he even traveled to Indianapolis. I do know that he did make it to the night race, to the heats. If he did, I'd say probably still under that concussion protocol. He looked like he looked a little punch drunk when he was being carted off last week. So we'll look forward to seeing Bradley come back. He's still right here next to Missouri. Nick's a high school graduate. He's going to be doing big things. Now, we also, I didn't have this written down, but I know for a fact that Kevin Morans, who's who we've interviewed here on ORPtv, was racing last night too. He's racing in the Amsoil Arena Cross, which is kind of the AMA is the top level, like NASCAR. The Amsoil would be like a step below that, almost like the Xfinity. So, or if you're a baseball fan, it's like AAA versus Major Leagues. He's right there. He's a young man that's out of, it's over in Oklahoma. I'm drawing a blank now where it is, but Ponca City, I believe it's over in that Ponca City area. He is going to be a face that you will see and a name that you will know, and the girls are going to love him. Tom Cruise looking young man. He's good looking and fast. Just can't help but hate him because then he's nice on top of it. So Kevin Morans, you're going to keep an eye out for him. He's going to be making some noise. I expect to see him. I'll be surprised at this time next year if he isn't racing up in the AMA. So last night at Ozark Raceway Park, the first bracket race of the year kicked off. We got lucky. We've got NASCAR has been snowed out in Martinsville. So in Martinsville to the east of us, snow out. Mocan was supposed to race today. For their first bracket race, they're rained out. Right in the middle, Ozark Raceway Park was able to get race number 1 in the books, the bracket series. Junior class, CJ Kilkenny takes a win. This may be CJ's year to take the points championship in the bracket series. Some of the other juniors have moved up just because of the age. This could be CJ's year to actually take the win. He's just a couple years into his racing career and he's doing great. He defeated Westfall last night. Westfall Red Lit. CJ Kilkenny did a good job. He takes the win. Hey, sometimes you need some luck, and a lot of your champions depend on luck a lot of times. You know, you can't always be good. Sometimes you need that good luck. Over in the trophy class, Michael defeats Danny Cheney. Cheney had a breakout, meaning with bracket racing, you dial in. We'll get into this another day a little longer. You dial up, you bet what kind of time you're going to run. You say, I'm going to run 7.6 seconds. If you run 7.61 slower, then that's good. If you run exactly what you said, that's almost impossible to do. It's not impossible, but it's tough. Tough to beat somebody who does that. But if you go faster than what you said, that's breaking out. If you break out, all you can hope for is that the other driver red lit or broke out by even more, that they went even faster than they thought they would. Wasn't the case for Danny Cheney last night. Michael takes the win. The no E class. I believe this was Nick Curl defeats Sonny West. There's a couple of different curls that race. What it amounted to there was your dial-in. Curl dials in 667. What's he do? He runs 667. He nailed it right on the money. So when you do that, it's tough to beat you. In the bike class, Downing defeats Malarkey. Another close one. Downing dials 617, runs a 619. Just 2/100ths of a second off what he said. Malarkey dials 6.3, runs a 6.34, so he's 4/100ths of a second slower. Closer one wins. That's Downing. The no box class. Now this is one that was a lot of fun. Yeah, Brian Kirk, racing his dad, Roger Kirk. So you had father and son lined up in the finals. Ride together there, they're going to ride home, and now they're going to race each other. And what happens? Brian breaks out. Dad takes the win. I'm sure that there was a lot of discussion on the way home about if I wasn't even faster than I thought I was, I would have beat you, but you didn't, and you did, and I won. So, hey, congratulations to Roger Kirk. I saw that Brian's sister, Hannah, was saying she really hated that she missed out on her brother and dad in the finals last night. The pure street class. This is new to bracket racing at ORP. This is straight street cars. I mean, just your Ford Focus, your minivan. You could run just whatever, as long as it meets the safety requirements that Al Schoenwetter and the safety team at Ozark Raceway Park have in Pasha. This was really cool because last night one of our loyal fans of the track, James Seeloff, you may know him. He's usually sitting right down by the starting line. He's hearing impaired, so you really need to make sure that he knows you're talking to him. You don't want to sneak up on him. He is a huge fan. I don't know that I've ever been to the track and not seen him there. Well, last night he won. He takes home the win over Swanson, who we didn't have a finishing time on him, so I don't know if he DNF'd, he didn't finish. I'm not sure what happened to his car there, but what matters is the first ever pure street bracket race. Seeloff takes a win on that. Congratulations. Super Pro. Sonny West, who lost to Curl in the Noe, comes back in the Super Pro and takes on one of our pals, one of my favorite announcers at ORP, one of the guys who's just kind of my John Madden type guy. He's just fun to listen to and knows everything about drag racing, especially at ORP, and that's Larry Hunt Jr. Larry Hunt red lit. Unfortunate, red lit, and Sonny West takes the win. So good night for Sonny, a first and a second. That's a pretty good night when you race 2 classes and go to 2 finals, and you take home 1 win. That's a good night. That's solid. Now, also on our page, I know that we had Dallas Mitchell submitted some videos, so there is some race video from last night. Dallas, thanks for sharing that video with us so that everybody can see it. It's on our page. Around the racing area, just gonna run through this real quick. Most of the racing hasn't really started off. ORP is one of the few places that have. Mocan was set to start today, rain out. The Missouri State Fair Speedway was supposed to have a race at Moberly. That has been rescheduled due to weather concerns. That'll be April 22nd. That's on their page. So we're going to run down through this alphabetically, so sort of. Centerville Dragway, they're racing today at 1 o'clock. That was a few hours ago. We'll be checking with them, trying to get those results posted here for you. So Centerville Dragway, they're racing right now. Lebanon I-44 Speedway, former home of NASCAR racer Carl Edwards. They are having their first open practice April 14th. Their opening night is May 5th. May 5th at Lebanon I-44 Speedway. That is they're featuring that night a 50-lap pro late model $1,000 to win race. So that is going to be a big finish there. So they're really proud of that. $1,000 to win, 50-lap pro late model main. The I-57 Speedway opens up May 12th with the Outlaw bracket. So they're a little ways off before they start. Lake of the Ozarks Speedway, April 27th. They'll kick off their season. Legit Speedway, that is over in West Plains. They start next Saturday night. So next Saturday night, first race at Legit. That's a dirt track. Looking forward to getting over there and meeting the crew at Legit. Lebanon Midway. Now there's 2 tracks in Lebanon. The I-44 is the asphalt track. The Midway Motorsport is the dirt track. They open up April 6th. Don't worry, we'll keep you up on all this with the open date, so you don't have to worry about missing anything. Lucas Oil. Now that's the major track there in Wheatland. They open up April 7th. And they are going to, it's sponsored by BigAdventureRV.com. The April 7th, that race will be their season opener dirt track. Again, Mocan was slated to start today, but rain. Monette Motor Speedway racing starts April 15th. The Nevada Speedway. Some of you may look at that. You always know if somebody's from around here if they say Nevada. But here it's Nevada. Nevada Speedway opens May 5th, so a little bit off for that. Springfield Raceway, right here in Springfield, Missouri. Track's been there for a long time. A lot of fun to go over there. Saturday, March 31st. That's next Saturday night. They have the Don Haas Tribute Race. That is going to be the next event there. I think they've already had one race. I'm not 100% sure on that. I couldn't quite get the information on that. But definitely next Saturday night, Springfield Raceway, Don Haas Tribute Race. Then, April 7th, the next weekend, they start weekly racing. Now, we looked at Dallas County Speedway. They've kind of got a different schedule there. What they're doing, May 22nd through August 14th, is the go-karts. They're going to do go-karts starting May 22nd. They'll run their championship August 14th. Then, August 10th, so a few days before that, they'll start stock cars. So, August 10th through September 21st will be stock cars. So, Dallas County and Urbana, straight up 65 highway from Springfield. Go-kart season, May 22nd through August 14th. Stock cars, August 10th through September 21st. Had somebody ask about Bonneterre drags. They open up Sunday, April 9th, so we're just a little ways off from Bonterre opening up. The near and dear to me is Spokes BMX. I grew up racing BMX, so did my brother. We spent thousands of hours and band-aids and dollars. Well, mom and dad spent thousands of dollars on us racing BMX all across the state. Spokes BMX is still going strong. That track has been there, I'm gonna guess, 30 years. It's got to be coming up on, if they haven't had their 30-year anniversary, they got to be real close to it. That track has been there a long time at the Ewing Softball Complex over at around Bennett and Kansas Expressway west of there. They open up April 8th. Now they're still looking for volunteers to help out with getting the track prepped for this upcoming season. So if you're interested in helping out Spokes BMX, you can check them out on Facebook and sign up. The big one for us here, finish up, NHRA, they are off this week. They're off next week because of Easter. April 8th, Las Vegas, the 4 wides. If you think that, I would love to go to one. I think it's cool when you have 2 10,000 horsepower funny cars or top fuel dragsters. 4 of them is amazing. To have 40,000 horsepower rumbling down, I can't imagine what it must be like to be there. That's definitely on my list of wish places that as ORPtv we'll get to go to. So, all of those races, we'll keep you up to date on what's going on and the schedule. We'll post links to them. All those tracks have Facebook pages. I'll post some links here so that the ORPtv fans who maybe aren't familiar with those other tracks, you can go straight to them, check out their schedule, and we're going to do our very best to get connected with them and get their results right here so you have them all in one place. I want to thank my producer, Mary Stagner, who has sacrificed a portion of our home to have this Rad Auto Lifts studio. Again, thanks to Rad Auto Lifts, Schaefer Motors, D&D Concrete, Discount Smokes and Liquor, JK's Auto Repair, R&R Tire Express, QTS and QDS in Stratford, and PLC Precision Lawn Care. Thank you so much, and we'll look forward to seeing you next week here on ORPtv.